Oh, there it is. There we go.
There you go. Live.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay, so
sure,
Jesse
just surprise us. Yeah.
and Adonis Lamas would be very good friends.
I was gonna say,
They're
like, no,
tech.
I'm not gonna do it.
And we're live. I'm gonna hide out invisible, but we're live. Thanks, Jesse.
No,
I'm
you're
busy
live.
eating corn. I'm here. I'm beneath the sock.
Sure, that's a
Uh-huh.
normal statement you said.
That is, yeah,
We're
absolutely.
professionals, everyone.
I just want to finish my corn. Just let me finish my
So
corn.
welcome.
Welcome to this. Welcome to another episode of the Mind of the Martyr, folks. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're doing okay. I'm actually just want to jump straight into it, so I'm just gonna do that.
Hell
and
yeah.
Quickly touch on our sponsors.
Hell yeah.
We do have the wonderful folks at Grinding Coffee as a sponsor of the channel. If you go ahead and check out Grinding Coffee Co., chuck in FWRD, that'll get you some money off your purchase. They are a Black LGBT plus owned company. They're fantastic, they're wonderful, and they support so many awesome people in the community, so you should definitely check them out. We are also Dice Envy affiliates, which is super exciting. There should be, at some point, a Dice Envy link in the chat. Go ahead and check out Dice Envy for all of your dice needs, whether that be pretty colors or different materials, and using our affiliate link will help us out as well and get some money to keep the channel going. We are also part of the Roll20 Spotlight program. If you somehow don't know what Roll20 is already, it is an online toolset that brings pen and paper TTRPGs into the digital age, as it were. There is a fantastic and broad marketplace full of various different kinds of TTRPG, from your regular, well-known stuff, The Witcher, Pathfinder, etc., all the way to your wonderful independent games like Thirsty Sword Lesbians and Junkshire. The actual app, it's not an app, the actual software itself has just recently debuted dynamic lighting. There is a fantastic one-shot that's going to be done over on the Roll20 channel, GM'd by Gabe James Games, which is going to be super cool. I can just feel it. So yeah, go ahead and check them out at roll20.net. Roll20, this is how we roll. And with that, let's go ahead and jump straight in. Who's recapping for the folks who are just tuning in?
I got it. So last time we were dealing with I got done harvesting the Hydra, and then we lit some torches and went down to a basement. The basement's in a pyramid, as they want to do, and it was like a jumbotron, but all around us. And then Harmony turned it on and was like, "Cool, you could use it once, or your head will explode or something." And so we've all been taking turns using it once. So far, Naoi's used it, Mars used it, Dewan's used it, and Oren's used it.
Yep.
I forgot your character name.
Indeed.
I was
okay.
I was like, it's like a Pokemon berry. And then I was going through the Pokemon berries since Oren. So we got Aridin and Jacarandas to do memories. Everyone got different memories, which contextually are important, but grain scheme, the big things, we got memories. That's kind of it. You're caught up now.
Indeed. You should definitely check out the last few episodes to find out what makes those pieces of history so important. Before we dive into the next two choices, Mara, you were going ahead and using comprehend languages to translate. There we go. That's the word I was looking for, and I just got stuck on. Translate the runes that you had seen during your particular vision. A lot of it seems to be more of a Muriel almost going around this section. Mostly names, it seems. You have Kaladesk, ruler of the Western Plateau. I will send you all these, don't worry.
Okay, God bless.
There is Radinox, that of 1,000 Mines. There is Quackabora, Manifestation of Mockery, and there is Ruzare, Death of the Light. There are a lot of names scattered across, but those are the ones you would have seen. And in between each name, there is a repeating mantra. We take the lights of the universe and devour, snuff them out. The stellar sea forgets the names of the drowned. And that is a mantra that continues.
Okay, these are definitely bad guys.
I'm just sitting here like, what? What is Mara reading? I'm sorry.
During Mara's vision of finding out where these people had gone through the black dust teleportation process, the room that they found themselves in had a continuous writing in deep speech around the very top of the room.
Deep speech. Oh, that's not good. Okay, cool.
And it's a mixture of names and this mantra.
You're gonna put this somewhere for me, right?
Yes, don't worry.
Bless
For your
your heart.
notes, I will make sure that there's.
You talk way too. You were just going. I was like,
deep speech isn't always bad.
Well, except for these words are bad.
When you
These words are going to devour all the lights. That's bad.
Maybe they
Deep
have.
speech isn't bad unless it's really bad.
Maybe they have.
Speech is bad when you've had a larva in your brain.
Well, he seems fine. It all worked out.
All right.
oh my god.
And with that, where we left off was Harmony extending a hand towards both Jacaranda and Eridan. That is up to you. Who would like to go first?
I was telling Ray last week. I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna think about it.
I guess that means I'm going.
Yes.
So then Jacaranda takes Harmony's hand, right? Okay, I just want to make sure I was using the correct word. Yeah.
All right. Harmony will go ahead and do the same as they have done with everyone else. They'll place your hand on this smoky pink crystal and then place their hand over the top of yours. What piece of history, what scenario are you looking to see?
So Jacaranda says, I want to know where Inkaima come from, how we were created.
Okay. The lights around the edge of the pyramid flash again, creating these almost magical screens, the Jumbotron, as Austin put it, around the area. And you see a vision before you. You see a relatively well-developed and heavily built-up city area. Seems to be far more sprawling than that of Scythia. Seems to be built far more long than kind of compact and spans across a very wide area. As the camera kind of pans across and in, you see a section of forest land. There's a almost shrine-esque aesthetic to it. The trees are very well kept. There's sections of blossom continually flowing through, sections of old and beautiful marble stonework, as well as a few small fountains. It is here where you see a sped-up version of a battle take place. This creature seems to apparate in this place. A figure of pure, equal parts beauty and terror. This individual attempts to tear the fabric of reality asunder, trying to merge whatever this energy is coming from to the material plane. You see a selection of brave adventurers, clearly pitted and geared and ready for the final battle. One of which you actually recognize now I think about it. One of these individuals, a lot younger than you met them, but still dressed in a rather extravagant outfit, still rather flamboyant, a long dragonborn tail kind of curled up behind them. You would actually see Kada, who was originally a part of this adventure back in the second campaign that I ever ran in this setting. So hey, all players, if you're watching, yeah, you would see this collection of adventurers battle this creature of both natural and unnatural beauty and power. The battle is long and rough and arduous, but eventually the heroes are victorious. But some of that energy has already filtered into this siphon, into this conduit. And as they are defeated, the power, whatever was holding it in place, shatters, it loses control. And so the energy sweeps and floods across the entire land around you. You see the deconstruction of this continent and the reconstruction as nature now reclaims it. You see the construction of what is now known in Vega as La Fincala, this entire continent that has been completely recreated and retaken by the magical flora and fauna that surround it. Some years pass, and some years pass. You watch, almost in fast forward, as people dot around, reclaiming what they can, creating smaller, far, far smaller settlements now, and leaving the forest pretty much as it is. There's a small zoom to a little section of the forest where not only do a few trees sit, but there's also some ferns, some herbs, some bushes. You see one cherry bush just shake. It shakes again, and seemingly by itself, it stretches a branch outwards, and another branch, and another branch, as it pulls itself up out of its roots. And it goes ahead and looks around, taking in everything around it. You see the birth of, as far as you can see, the first enchimic individual. It's kind of weird seeing this new species formed with no fanfare, with no extreme ritual or summoning circle. It just kind of happens as this natural energy is just continually flowing through the continent. Eventually, they spend tens of hundreds of years just wandering around that small patch of forest and getting to know the area around them before wanderlust eventually sets in. And so, without much fanfare, they wander away. And over the next few hundred years, a few individuals here and there across the entire continent end up waking up and doing the same thing. It's a slow progression, a calm one. Many of these individuals, you imagine, considering your own experiences, a lot of these individuals you see have probably never met any other species. They just think they got lucky. Now they can find more friends, talk to more people, have more experiences.
So we're not really connected in any type of familial way. It's just kind of more of the magic happens in a randomized.
You are filled with the same flavor of magic,
Mhm.
but there is no, like, some of you may be the same species of plant that have
Mhm.
become, but that will manifest differently for each individual.
Mhm.
There's no
Interesting.
mothers or fathers.
Yeah.
Or parental
It's just like a
figures.
spark of life happens. Cool. That was our big bang. The
Mhm.
fight.
It's kind of literally like the Big Bang.
That was our big bang.
There are sections just outside Lothingkala where the magic slightly continued kind of into the ocean, into the coral reefs, into the seaweed, but it didn't go much further than that. Although to your knowledge, although you have spoken to a lot of different plants and trees, but to your knowledge, you are unaware of any aquatic Enkaima yet.
Oh my gosh, I want to find that like badly.
Oh, can you
Two
imagine,
quick
like,
questions.
coral
That'd be cool.
coral reef.
I love it.
Ray, the city, like kind of temple area that the battle took place with Kata, was that Zarenkart by chance? That just sounds familiar.
Same style of city,
Mhm.
but not Zarenkart.
But Orin wouldn't recognize it as, oh, that's where. Okay.
Seems to be more of a so Zarenkart's a little bit off, kind of towards the southern side. This area is more towards the northeast. Not completely on other sides, like they were very definitely
and
constructed by the same people.
And then just by judging like Kata as we met him and Kata as we see in this vision, can we determine how like long ago this was?
You would go ahead and roll a perception check for me. I'll let the dice decide.
Alrighty. Let's see. Perception is not bad. Let's see how I roll. For 17.
Ooh.
Okay,
Not bad,
okay,
not
that's pretty
bad.
cool. So one thing you would certainly notice immediately, pretty much all of you actually, even for a dragonborn, Kana has an incredibly long life. They don't look too much older than when you last saw them. Definitely older, but not that much. And this event, it's written about here and there, but it's most of the history of the event is definitely in Lothingkala rather than elsewhere. Probably 1,000 years.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Maybe a bit less.
Are
Probably closer
Dragonborn
to like
just
900.
longer living in Veka, or
Not that long.
not like that?
No,
okay.
it's super weird.
That's like longer than like elven creatures, right? Because they're like
That's a very long time.
they're like 500 to 800 or whatever is like their like natural lifespan.
Okay, so we gotta go talk to Carta and be like, "Hey, are you
Wait,
fucking
and the
with
queen
shit?"
wasn't part of this party, this adventuring party that
Oh,
was
yeah.
there.
Hmm?
The
No, the
queen
queen
wasn't
wasn't
part
there.
of this adventuring party.
Not that you're aware. However, you are also aware that
She's a master of disguise.
that she has at least some magical abilities. So
Which,
But we didn't
which-
see her in the view.
We didn't see her as we know her.
you didn't
in
see
her
her
elven
current
form,
guise.
and we didn't see
yeah.
her half orc form or anything like that.
Yeah.
Which dragonborn is Carta again?
Carter
The
is
store?
the store owner, the older
Shop
green.
owner.
You've only met 2 dragonborns so far, I think. You've met Carter and then you've met Drasil, who
Drasil. Oh, and then
Drasil was in the cave.
no, I was thinking
Thane.
of the dragon.
Oh, the dragon is the dragon from
Nif.
the fire plane. Nothing. The
Yeah, that's who I thought of at first. I was like, no, that's
no,
not
he's
right.
not a dragon born. He is a dragoon.
He was born a dragon. But that's
Yes.
gonna-
Well, there was a dragonborn at the border as well, but he doesn't.
Oh
count.
yes, yeah.
And Carta was the one the queen was joking with.
the one
Connor
I
is
Yeah,
the-
the one that hired us to get the Rejuvi smoothie and
Yeah.
I broke their mouse. That's
And it's
The
making our
enchanter.
rings.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm looking at Jack have her.
And what kind of dragonborn is Kata?
Carta is green.
Green. Okay.
Ooh.
Yes. More of a like emerald, like green, like not a muted, like nature-esque, like definitely more towards the kind of
Like gem
poison
dragons,
aspect.
like the obsidian
quite gem-
dragon.
Not quite gem dragon, but definitely a darker hue.
More
Amara
centric.
would turn to Nawi and go, "Why did he let you punch him? He could have easily gotten out of the way."
Naui is crying, and she looks up at you. And she's like, "I'm sorry. What?"
Aw.
You're right.
It's just so beautiful. And I point to like Jack's memory, or the memory Jack asked to see. It's not Jack's memory specifically.
Yeah.
Now he's precious.
Unless right at the end it did show a little Jack.
I would have
Landa tree.
I would have left. I would have walked
like-
away.
Like a little
Jack,
flower.
little baby Groot's out.
Yeah.
Like, so
I
Oh,
thought that
like
was
a
gonna
little
happen. I was
baby
ready to
Groot.
freak out. When Ray was describing, and then I was like, I swear to fucking God, if this is Jacaranda.
We're gonna find like the most epic cherry grove, and it's gonna be like the original one.
Yeah,
No one knows how long Enkaima live. So
yeah.
who knows?
Now we would ask you what you're talking about. Who did I punch?
Kata.
Oh yes. What is he here?
Who was in the memory?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that part. I'm sorry.
it's easy.
Well, he's like
Glazed
1,000
over.
years old, so
Oh
he
well,
could have easily gotten out of the way when you tried to punch him.
I'm very good at punching.
I
That's
think he
true.
let you.
We've seen that happen. But it's very easy to get swept up in the beauty of Lathankala. It's quite a beautiful place.
I've punched very old people before. I guess he's the oldest now.
That's something to brag about. You punched a 1,000-year-old dragonborn.
I'll have to add it to the list. She takes a little piece of paper.
Do
It unfurls.
do Dragonborn live that long?
No, we just went over.
Not that I've ever seen.
I didn't think so.
Dragons can, so maybe that makes sense.
Maybe he's a dragon and not a dragonborn.
That would make sense.
Dragon in disguise.
It's easy for a
maybe.
dragon to hide if they are still kind of a dragon. Probably feels.
But now it makes me wonder how old the queen is, because they used to like party together and stuff.
Well,
We
if
also.
Together and stuff.
if
we
he's-
also-
Or mad ragers.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, I've never been to the queen's birthday, like I said, but if he's 1,000 years old, I'm sure he knows a lot of people he used to party with and stuff. What does
I
and
mean-
stuff?
And it could be any age.
They
I
were
mean,
an adventuring
I know
party.
you people that were not. I mean, you're not that old. I don't think. You're not as old as me.
Speaking of party, we need to wrap this up so we can get back to Jacaranda's party.
That's true.
Is the
you
party
haven't had
happening?
your birthday party yet.
Are we going to do that still?
Not gonna let
We only planned it yesterday. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
we
God,
were
stop
just
it.
talking about
2
this.
A lot has
Stop.
happened. You know, the
How has it not been
We've
a day
only-
yet?
we've only been planning. We've just been planning it for 2 months. Oh, I'm sorry. No, 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours.
Right. Can I please know how many hours have passed since this morning?
Oh,
Please.
many hours.
Is it
Many
like are we
hours.
in like a weird like time pocket?
Well, no, it's
it's
just
been a
that
long day.
you're in an internal biome. This place does not have sunlight. It has plants that replicate sunlight.
Are we
So
tired?
it's being dead. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Aridin, ask your memory so we can leave and go to bed.
We are very exhausted.
Yeah, y'all are
Maui
pretty-
mostly.
Yeah.
Maui's the most tired.
You're wounded. You're out of spell slots. Like it's pretty.
Now he
Okay,
was
but now he's
exhausted
no
yesterday
longer
because
I
he
feel
didn't sleep
fucking
the night
great.
before we came here.
I still got spell slots. I don't know what everyone else is doing.
Okay.
Oh, 'cause
Oh,
we had
you
a
still
short.
got
We had a couple
sleep.
short rests. Yeah, we had short rests. So I'm like, yeah, I'm full hit points, full key points. I'm set.
So Aridin's
Oh
question memory.
Okay. What did Mara say to Aridin?
She said, "You better ask, or I will." But she didn't. She asked about the people. So
I think Mara's exact words were, "If you don't ask, I will."
that wasn't Mara's exact words.
Those
If you
were
don't ask, I
exact
will.
words.
Specifically, like regarding like memory stuff.
What do you
Yes.
think? Yes.
That's what Mara meant.
Okay.
Was like memory stuff.
Well, I
Ask
didn't
about
know
your
if it was
past.
didn't know if it was like something like specific. Okay.
Basically, you pick something and you play you see a scenario play out. If there is something specific you want, then you will have more detail about that scenario. If you just want a general overview, you will see the entire overview, but you might not get a specific viewpoint. So, like, Jacaranda's question was quite nebulous, so it was a big kind of like wide pan shot of everything that happened rather than a specific viewpoint.
Okay. So Aridin is going to as she's standing there, I think she kind of takes Mara's hand or like brushes her hand against Mara's. And she's going to ask, so there was from the time that I disappeared from the Luna Cerritas to when I woke up, there's a month missing. What happened?
As we all get out the popcorn. And Mara squeezes your hand.
I guess the important part here would be, does this scenario that you want to see include the disappearance, or is it only the missing time in between?
I think both, because like don't really know like what happened, like what caused it.
Okay.
I'm sweating. this is why I wore a tank top. Just kidding.
So
it's just
Harmony
hot.
will take your hand, as long as you are okay with that.
Mhm.
They will go ahead and do the same. Place your hands down. The magic will rev itself up. The camera is very panned out to a deadlands. This entire area is completely destroyed. Nothing grows here anymore. Not even dead twigs, scorched bushes, nothing. No sign of plant life at all. The ground is stained blood red across the entirety of this area. You see a few glimpses of the ocean around you. Sections of the froth at the bottom are also stained with red and then dilute as they continue back into the sea. You see a few faces that are familiar to you now, Aridin. Individuals that you have seen previously, including your sister Esther, Matrona Valieki, and a few other individuals in the same garbs and equipment as the Las Soritas, playing out just like it seems to have in your book. There is an individual that you are all currently in combat with, an incredibly powerful sorcerer. You notice yourself mixed in with this melee. And when it's your time to attack, Esther has pulled themselves forward, continuously blocking a powerful spell, the energy scattering around the shield that she has put up. Mitrana Veliaki turns towards you and shouts something almost incomprehensible over the sound of the pulsing energy. Finish it. You watch as you hesitate. You step forwards. You raise your sword towards this individual. And instead, you twirl the rear of your blade and shatter through Esther's shield. She flies backwards. The rest of the Soritas suddenly turn towards you. Matrona, enraged, begins to gather this almost black-green energy in both her hands, dropping her weapon down as she fires it towards you. You watch as this stranger, still reeling from the energy they had to output from this combat, reaches forwards, grabs one of your leathery wings, and lets out a pulse of energy. You both vanish. The only remnants: a torn, severed, leathery wing, and a section of your forearm dropped to the ground. You see, in almost equal measure, what appears to be a severed human forearm in its place also. You hear the rage of the Matrona as she screams, picking up her weapon and jamming it into the ground, cracking some of the earth underneath. As the camera pans away from this, it comes back to a world that defies existence. You see sections of stone, grass, and ground floating in this huge, vast, almost nebula-like space. It's rather beautiful looking at it. Blues and greens and purples and pinks all mixing and meshing through the sky around you. There is no ground, so to speak, no bottom. Sections of this stone and grass kind of hang in various different areas, scattered across the landscape you see before you, tilted in different places. You see this individual pulling you through one of these, almost gravitationally like stuck to the side, as it were, as they're pulling you through, holding a section of their arm as they pull you back. They seem to look through this nebula towards something. And then there's just a wisp of gold. The slightest bit of glowing energy that seems to travel from the ether around you directly onto the same piece of ground from where you are. And over the next however long time is in here, you watch as this man painstakingly uses this piece of golden thread to piece by piece reconstruct your wing and your arm with the same intricate, almost porcelain aesthetic that you currently have. It takes a while, but it is completed. You see yourself as you are now, or at least as you were when you woke up. This individual drags you further now towards the end of the stone, hoists you up, and throws you off the edge. As you seem to carry on, your body now floating through this strange land. You find yourself vanishing from this particular existence. And that is when the camera pans to you waking up, finding yourself stranded, alone, or so you think, before two voices call out, and you recognize the people that found you that fated day. The simple answer is, nothing happened during that month, other than the reconstruction. This time seemed to pass while you were inside this place of wonder and mystery. And that is where the vision ends.
In this memory, I have the sorcerer's name, right? Has it been said like here? Because like obviously, like you and I have talked.
The book, you
It's in
know,
there.
yeah, you know who it is. It's Hawthorne.
Hawthorne. Okay. I don't think there was a description of him. So like, did we see him?
Yeah. Human, 30s, very kind of battle scarred, has been through quite a lot. Long coat covering what already appear to be quite advanced prosthetics himself, even before the damage that he had taken in that battle. He seemed to already have aesthetics present.
And is this the same person that Jotra mentioned? Because Jotra had heard of him, hadn't he?
Briefly by name, not by description. But
Okay.
yes, Jotra has heard of Hawthorne.
Okay.
That's where your memory wraps.
Oh.
I feel like the stunned silence is in character from all of us.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
I think Naui, the newest one, still not 100% sure in everyone's story, is like, so you wanted to see getting your wing again?
I didn't know where it came from.
Oh, Oh.
I woke up with it. And
That
I don't
sounds
remember.
scary.
It was.
Well, I'm glad you got to see. They seemed nice. Whoever gave it to you?
I feel like it's answered one question, but created more.
Many others.
So the Luna Cerritos didn't take your memories? Unless that black and green stuff she hit you with that cut off your hands did it.
That spell never connected.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
The sorcerer individual blinked them out of existence before it could even strike.
Okay, that was my question.
Well, sometimes when we
And
go...
no wonder Esther wants to kick your ass.
I don't know what was happening there. So that's Here I thought like I just like I wasn't capable of like forming memories when I woke up. Like what the heck was I doing? Nothing, it turns out, actually.
Yeah, you were unconscious for all of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes things are just hard and the body needs time to recover. Harmony, do you know a way out of here that is not the way we came? It is quite long.
Harmony, now, letting go of Eridan's hand, will turn towards you and just nod once. I can return you back the way you came if you wish.
Okay, but first we have to decide, are you staying here? Will you be safe? Do we need to have someone come here and watch over you in your home?
We could collapse the entrance, yes?
I think it's okay for me to leave. I just need to see something first.
Okay.
Do you want to return to the palace with us?
Palace? That's a word I do not recognize.
Leaders?
Place where kings and queens live?
Big
rulers
house
home.
made of bricks.
Wait, okay, we all said something sleeping on this.
They're processing. They're processing for a second.
We see the rainbow spinny disc.
Yeah, basically.
We all input at the same time.
We don't have leaders the same way you seem to.
Well, if you need time, do you guys want to like sleep here for the night? And then
No.
I want a bed.
No, he's just like, I want to get outside.
I would like
We're outside.
I would like my things. We are inside a cave.
We've been inside a cave for hours. I would like to see sunlight. I
Smells some
guess.
fresh air.
I don't know if Jack can rest down here, and also I think if Harmony wants to come with us, they seem to be quite adept at getting around when they need to.
Okay, so Harmony, what do you need to do?
I just need to see something.
Do we
Would you
just
like
wait
us to
here?
accompany you, or would
Nay.
you like us to leave you to it?
They all step forwards and place their own hand on the crystal.
Oh.
See
Now
something like
it's-
that.
Now he sits down for story time again.
Yep.
Gets her juice.
Would you be smooth
Mara
time?
takes out her notebook and draws the sorcerer guy. She's gonna put up posters. Wanted.
He be a handsome lad.
It's Ray's
Um,
self-insert.
Yeah, once
Is
we
there a
actually
cowboy
start
He's
hat?
wearing a
describing-
cowboy hat.
Cowboy
right?
hat, cowboy hat, Viking braids. Very good.
Yeah.
Roast the DM.
It's not a very long memory that kind of plays out. You see a collection of individuals that look very similar to Harmony, but more kind of blobby and amorphous, not trying to hold the figure that they have around you to make themselves more presentable. They instead kind
Okay.
of go back to their more default form. They almost seem to be having some kind of conversation between them, but it's all kind of a mental link. And Harmony will kind of narrate a little as they just say, "You wanted some answers. I will make it brief. I know you are tired. We work differently than your people do. It's almost sad, in a way. You succeed at something and find yourselves successful. You fail at something and call yourselves useless. The universe doesn't look that way. It doesn't assign you labels. It already knows what you're going to do. It already knows the impact, otherwise you would not exist. We are more connected with this fact. We know the label the universe has put onto us. So when I say I am Harmony, I am the harmony that helped our people come together. There was first contact with something that didn't understand this. We wanted to learn. They wanted to kill. They were afraid. And so, instead of combating, one of us became something else. They were known as the Synestia. The center of our beliefs. They pulled us together. They protected what you call your world from these creatures as best as it could. We decided, instead of making them afraid, we would make sure that there was nothing to be afraid of. And so we turned to dust. It was a process, but we were sure that once they had left, we could bring ourselves back, and that clearly didn't happen. As they're saying this, you see a gathering of these amorphous creatures, a looming darkness above before you see the ceremony that they took, all gathering together and communicating somehow before stepping their blobby forms into these large metal spheres and then turning back to dust. You see the actual infrastructure of the temple you've walked through, or temple is the wrong word, the ruins that you've walked through, as it once was. A large aqueduct of this healing juice, this Rejuvi smoothie as you called it, that travels through the entire length of the ruins that you have stepped through. But as this camera zooms out and back out towards the cave, you hear the mechanism break. And so, instead of being funneled where it should have gone, it's sprung into a spring in a cavern just above surface level. when this spring stopped, that was the mechanism repairing itself. Until the individuals came through and severed it again. And by now, even when the machine had prepared itself, it was assumed it would be too late. Perhaps it still is. Harmony doesn't know. That's the scene you see play out before you. As they take their hand away, ponder for a moment before turning back to you. Well, that makes far more sense.
Wait, so if it just broke, could we find some sort of artificer to fix it for you?
There is a time limit. For some of my people, it may already be too late. I will need to attempt by trial and error. I think that's what I'm going to be spending my current time doing. But first, of course, I shall return you back to your lives and away from this place.
Do you want us to send anyone to help you?
That is kind. But I'm weary.
Should we not tell anyone we found you?
I think that would be best. And to keep the creature you have close and away from any more places like this, just in case.
The memory we saw of the person who was kidnapping people and then feeding them to monsters, did that look like the same people who were afraid of your people?
They point towards where the jar with perhaps was kind of kept. I have spoken to that one. There doesn't appear to be any ill will, but they are the ones that hunted us.
Burn it. Destroy it.
You say that out loud?
Get rid of it. No, I won't.
I was gonna say, because perhaps it'll be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
No.
Wait. We just
But-
came to an understanding.
And then you get the psychic.
But Dawn is going to say we should say that this is the last, and like gestures to the pots that she has of this Rajuvi smoothie. We should say something happened.
The
This
spring
is
is dried up.
The spring has dried up, or the cavern has
nothing left.
collapsed.
Well, I don't know if we want to say that. Is it okay if the spring that's in the cavern continues? Like, do you mind sharing? My thing is if we tell them it's dried up, they're just going to send people to investigate why it's dried up.
Well,
We could-
I mean, first of all, they would have
we
to
did it.
solve 2 puzzles
It
to get to
collapsed.
it.
I mean, we could say we have quite a bit of evidence, and I just showed all the fucking monster stuff I have that we investigated immensely, and it seems that the spring has just dried up.
we
There
could,
was a hydra
We went
filling its
in.
belly.
we
We got
could,
what we could, and the entire thing caved in.
we
nothing we
could
can do.
cave in that entrance behind the wall of vines as well. Or,
Right,
Oh,
that's what
I'm
I'm
sure.
saying. We could cave
Do
in
an
the
illusion
entrance,
type deal. I don't know if
but continue
Well,
on as
something.
it has been these past how many ever years.
Well, yes, let's not actually cave it in. Let's
I mean, we
Or
at
might
least.
want to
We could
seal it up somehow.
because they
Right,
just broke through that wall, right? 'Cause- so we could just fill it back.
Anyone have mold earth?
But what's
I probably
to
have,
stop it from
like
being broken through
mold
again?
stone or something, I think.
I have. Let's see.
I think. So, we're worried about someone doing what the people who came before just did. I think the best way to do that is we explain what happened. They broke in.
Okay.
We went down there. There was a Hydra. We fought for our lives, and it was a cult. And the spring is probably, frankly, quite evil because a cult was in charge of it.
Right, but that just tempts people to send clerics or druids to find out, oh, can we get this spring going again?
My worry is that people will investigate now that the danger, and I'm going to gesture at the Hydra this time, is gone.
I think people are going to come here no matter what.
Right, that's why I say we keep the spring, the little trickle going, and we just close this up as best as we can so no one can find Harmony's area.
Point of order, Ray, do a lot of people come here, or is it just the one shop whose name I already forgot sending people here?
Ada?
It's pretty much just the workers. There's not like a huge industry. It's just kind of.
So if we just
Kada
tell him to
gang.
cut it out.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like
much just
it's-
Carter's little.
Okay, then yeah, we can just, yeah.
We just walk in and be like, your crew's dead, and
Yeah,
walk
like, I don't-
out.
Because it
Clatters
sounds-
bones.
Okay, so it's more of like it's Kata, and then there are these other people who aren't connected to him. We think, but like we like those people may send more people because their people can come back, and we can't stop them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
my fear, is
But
those
I
other
guess-
people are gonna come back.
I guess my thinking is like those people clearly weren't there for the spring. They were there to like get down in there, and they're gonna go down there again. Like if we seal it up or whatever, we'd have
Well,
to
we
like.
seal
They're
it
still
up, we
gonna-
do the trickle, we tell Kata about the mercenaries or whatever that came, so he'll send people with his mining people, so there'll be someone to protect the entrance.
Mhm.
Well, wasn't the whole reason that they banged through the thing because it had dried up and nothing was coming through?
Well,
So
no,
isn't that true?
it was because the group that had went to collect it never came back. So
There was like residual sections on the walls, and then basically the part that had broken was pure chance. Someone got annoyed that the spring had stopped, grabbed their pickaxe, lobbed
Yeah.
it into the wall, and it shattered.
And then they found an entrance
Oh,
that
that's
way
the-
because it
that's the
had
memory.
dried up.
The memory that Nawi saw was this one individual who just raged out like, "Oh my god, this was so easy, and now we're having to scrape the shit off the walls." They grab a pickaxe, they lob it, it shatters, they find it.
Yeah, they weren't looking.
Oh, so they weren't
Yeah.
actually trying to destroy the flow of it.
No.
They were looking for it, and
They weren't, the people behind them certainly.
The war.
yeah.
Right.
okay.
Now we ask Harmony what they want to have happen, because I'm not gonna force them to share their spring.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Harmony's kind of waiting and listening through all your proposals with quite a lot of attention and intent before you ask them. They slowly begin to ponder through all the different points that all of you have made before. Firstly, this place isn't undefended anymore.
True, they're like an elder god thing.
Secondly, while this does have incredible properties, it was not designed for you. I do not know what adverse effects continual usage would have. Perhaps using it sparingly would be a good idea. Perhaps. Then again, if you wished to restore the spring, I could. Or you can bring down the cavern. It is not like I cannot leave this place.
And outside of this, what did it look like again?
Outside, what? Sorry.
Up above on the surface, what did
Outside
it look
everything.
like?
It's
A
literally
huge
just a
pyramid.
Cave.
Oh,
If we're talking like right out.
Right,
it was
out.
a cave and
Yeah.
a cave in a forest, like in a large piece of like stone and a boulder, basically. So like you collapse the side, it would just look like a small like ore vein had been collapsed or whatever.
So do we want to say that the people just died in a cave-in? I mean, because they're missing people. We have to give them an explanation on why these people have gone missing.
Do we not want to tell them about the cultists?
I mean, we can.
I guess
But-
I'm still a little bit confused.
But how do we do all of that and leave Harmony out of it?
We don't mention Harmony. There were weird
Yeah.
pods. We didn't understand what they were for.
So I'm confused on a few things. The Rajubi smoothie, that was to try to bring the elder gods back the whole time. That's just what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it broke
Yeah.
and it came to another spot. They found a little bit trickling out.
Mhm.
So, okay, so that's for that.
That was like
Yeah.
not for human, like
It's not for
humans,
Yeah, it was
people.
specifically
Right.
for
Yeah.
them to
Yeah,
bring
it's
them back
designed.
to life.
But-
It's designed for their biology to bring them back.
And
but it
Harmony-
just
Kata's
so
been using it
happens-
in healing potions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is what Kata's
So
been
we
using.
don't know why the cultists came here.
Not really.
No.
Okay,
No,
so it was not explained. It was just these.
they were
And
just
you
there.
don't know who the cultists are. You don't know why they're here. They just showed up. They broke a
Yeah.
section of the
So
aqueduct.
Naoi's my point of order that I'll say out of Naoi's voice to make it clear. Naoi's like, those cultists are not connected to Kata as far as we know. So if they don't go back to their cultist HQ, more cultists are just like might just keep showing up. But Harmony
Yeah.
now being repaired can probably just like zap like 4 cultists every week or whatever.
So the cultists broke the thing, and that's why they didn't come back to life.
No, the thing
Thing-
broke
The thing broke.
The
Separately.
thing broke on its own.
on its
Yes.
own,
Yeah.
and then
The
as it was
aqueduct
trying to
initially
get
broke.
fixed, it was broken purposefully by the cultists.
Yeah.
Wait, it was trying to fit.
So originally, when these individuals went into this hibernation, as it were, the aqueduct was set up so that after a certain amount of time, the liquid would then be released and they would all be revived. The mechanism itself broke originally, which created the spring. When the spring stopped, like a few days ago, that was the mechanism finally repairing itself back into place.
Okay.
And then the cultists realized this, found out that they had already broken through, captured them, dragged them through, broke it deliberately so it definitely couldn't work, and then continued.
The cultists are people
So-
who didn't want them revived.
Revived. So we
Yeah,
still
they-
don't really
it
know
is-
how they knew all of this.
No.
They already knew a way in, but these people found another way in.
The only thing you know for sure is that these individuals knew this ruin was here, and you know that they knew what the liquid does because
And they knew-
deliberately broken it.
And they knew the puzzles
Yes, they knew the
because
puzzles.
they did the puzzles without even thinking about it.
So did the cultists come through the scar that people made with the axe, or they came in a different way?
They came in.
They came in
just
the
after,
pickaxe?
just after the miners.
Okay. There's like a lot of questions
Are they
going on with
wearing-
how do they know all this?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
are
don't
the
know them.
cultists? Is there like an insignia or like a symbol?
Insignia?
They were
Nothing?
very
No.
nondescript.
They're very
nondescript
nondescript.
cultists.
So this
Right, and the
so-
thing
so
is,
there's
is
a lot
if
of
we're going to
questions with it.
investigate the cultists and how they knew all this, then we may accidentally ask questions that lead back to revealing that, hey, Harmony's here, is my fear.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
I don't.
But
I
we
don't
killed
think we have a way to investigate the
a-
cultists.
Hydra.
Yeah.
The Hydra
Yes. The
Yes.
Hydra was a cultist.
was a cultist that turned into
Yeah.
Hydra.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
So
then
I mean,
Oh.
we knew.
miners and all the
Yeah.
other cultists.
Mhm.
Okay, missed
So
that.
there wasn't like a dead cultist that we could be like, oh, there's a, because it was eaten by the Hydra.
Yes.
No, I
Okay.
examined
I mean,
the remains
There are
inside.
pieces and parts, but there's nothing.
Yeah, there was
But I'm just saying
nothing-
so that we would know, oh, there were these people in robes, like dead bodies. So they were
Yeah.
doing weird stuff. We're not sure.
Evidence physically that you found, other than this memory, were the
Yeah.
remnants of a black and red robe inside of the Hydra stomach.
Oh,
In a
inside the Hydra.
Yes.
Yeah, you watched one of the cultists turn into a Hydra and eat not only
Yes.
the miners but all the other cultists.
But that was in the memory.
No.
Yes.
Well, I mean, yes,
Yes.
but also when Naui and Dawan cut into the Hydra, we found the remains, and we're like,
Yeah, you have physical
oh,
evidence. To
these
back
are
that up.
clearly
Yes.
cultists, and these are clearly not cultists.
But are they clearly, or do they just have like a cool fashion sense?
Well, it was they had different colored robes, and then we saw the memory, and we went, oh, cultists.
That's amazing. It's like,
Yes.
oh, the
Okay, so here's
They're
the
just
story.
goth chic. It's fine.
Yeah.
I
The
mean, it's just
Hydra
nature.
attacked the cultist in the cave for some reason, and we killed it, and we burned the body. But we
It
Do we
kills
know how
them, it
long-
kills it.
Do we know how
Happy birthday.
long before you guys entered the Hydra ate the cultists? Because we can fudge the timing a little bit so that we saw them, and then the Hydra like ate them, and then we're like, oh, now we have to kill this thing, I guess, before it kills us. Just so we don't have to say we mind melded with an ancient being.
No, we can just say the
like-
Hydra was there at the cave, and then we killed it, and we found bodies of the miners, but then we burned everything because
I'm just trying to
freaking
link
Hydra.
the cultists in so we can ask questions or figure
we
more out.
don't need to ask
without-
questions about the cultist. We can do
We have
that.
to figure this out at some point.
We have to keep this simple. We can figure
mean,
the
we
cultist
could
thing
do-
out
Yeah.
on our own.
Okay, wait. I have an idea, and I don't know. Just hear me out. We
Okay.
say that we get in there, and cultists had the miners prisoner or something, and so we went to free them, and then there was a big Hydra, and it ate all the cultists, and we set an avalanche to kill the Hydra, and ran the fuck out.
I have a
You're
lot
putting
of
a lot of blame on us.
I have a lot of Hydra parts I would like to turn into something. I need a story where I get to
Oh,
my
that's
Hydra
true,
parts.
isn't it?
Right.
I think
And they're
we
very
just,
Also-
pretty teeth.
I think
Okay,
we,
how about-
I think
how
we just
about
killed the Hydra.
we just
killed
One
the-
of
Killed
the
the Hydra.
one of the cultists summoned a Hydra.
Miners were already
cultists-
dead. Because I don't want that on me that we didn't save them. I feel like
Right.
Okay.
The miners were
I
already
mean, they
dead when
were.
we
They
got
were already
there.
A
dead.
Hydra or a cultist summoned a Hydra. It ate the miners and then turned on the cultist and ate the cultist.
And then we killed the Hydra.
And then we
All
killed
right,
the
Tommy,
Hydra.
we already
And
go.
then-
We already go home.
And then there was a cave
No.
in because of all the
How
rockets.
about-
I don't know.
Well, because the cultists had been missing for like a week before we
Okay,
got here.
I think I don't.
So
You mean the miners or
when
the
we
cul-
got
the miners
here,
were
the
missing?
miners,
The
I
miners.
mean.
yeah.
So we
I was
got
like, we
here.
don't
The
know
miners
what-
were
how long.
already dead. The cultists were gathering up Rejuva smoothie.
Okay.
When we saw them, they attacked us. One summoned a Hydra, and everyone was killed in battle. And we killed the Hydra.
Wait, did we also forget that we fought like 6 other things in here?
Oh yeah, what were those things?
Well, yes,
That-
we did
what-
fight 6 other things, but we don't really
But
have
what were
pieces
those?
and parts of them. Oh, we have one.
No!
We have a tail.
That one just like Will Smith beats Tsunami.
We do have proof.
Now he is like, I do not understand this group's fear of telling the truth that when we got here there was a Hydra and we killed it and there were other monsters and we killed them too and the miners
I'm
were
just
dead.
trying not to.
All
I'm
in that
trying
little itty bitty
to say
cave?
that we all don't mention the
This is
harmony
Why do we need
and all
to
of those
lie?
people.
Why
We're
do we
trying
need
not to
lie
mention the
queen
biome.
and-
We could tell.
Well, I guess
Queen
not to the
truth.
queen, but not to anyone else about.
Erdogan,
Harmony
or
and
what's
the-
his kata?
Yeah, I don't know about. I don't know that
I-
person. I don't
I
even
am
really know the
just-
queen.
I am just lost why we were spending so much time to come up with a lie instead of telling them the truth and just not mentioning Harmony. Do you think they would
That's what I'm
tell?
trying to say. Is that
Oh, I guess
don't
we
want
could
to
tell them
mention
there's a
Harmony.
secret biome here, but you don't think they're going to come look at the biome?
I don't know why you would think the Queen of Kata would have. If you think they have,
Okay,
ill
I've got an idea.
intentions.
Friends,
We
friends.
tell the absolute truth
To get
and
to
then,
the other.
except for Harmony, and then as soon as we leave, we say, "Oh, there was a cave in at the mouth of the cave. The mouth of the cave shut off. You can't get into there anymore. Don't even try it."
It did dry up though. It actually dried up, so that's not a lie. Saying
Friends.
that it dried up.
There was
I'll
a
blow it up. I've
puzzle.
got fire.
There was a puzzle. We just need to make everyone know that there's a second cavern and there was a Hydra in the second cavern. They don't need to solve the puzzle. No one needs to know that there's a second puzzle that leads to a pyramid.
We don't need to talk about the puzzle at all.
We just need to
or
say that we
anything.
fought a Hydra in a secondary room to the primary room.
Now he's like, yes, please.
We don't even
send
need
us
to
home
give him
now.
that.
Now he's at this point like, I don't even think he's gonna ask us, frankly.
Well,
Yeah,
Mara's
it dried
thinking
up.
this group tends to just open their mouth and let shit spill out. So let's get the story straight.
Now he's new here. Now he just wants to leave. Now he's not ready for
Well, we can
subterfuge.
discuss on our way back, I guess.
It's
I point at Harmony. It's like, Harmony, I'm ready to go home.
Mommy, I want to go home now, please.
we can within the group.
Sleepover over.
We can within the group do a secret nondescript cultist investigation secretly later.
Right, later.
We will, viewers. We will figure this out off camera as soon as the group decides on something on a story. Because I feel like this discussion isn't done. But I would like to move the scene forward. Me personally. I think
I
this is
agree.
a discussion that will have to happen longer for the cast in Discord.
This is just, oh my god. This
I
is
like to
peak-
imagine anytime we go to mention Harmony, we just say duck.
We'll do it. We'll figure it out in the Discord.
Mhm.
Harmony
So we
just,
go
does some
home.
magic, and every
So, yeah,
time
so we are
go to mention Harmony,
going
it's
home.
duck.
peak D&D.
I
He's
do want to
gonna
know about
PC,
these
man.
cults at some point, though. So,
So do
just
I.
saying, we're gonna try to figure this out. So I'm
We
like,
all
what
want to know what the
is
cultist
going on?
as
But we will be going home.
as Naui is kind of just okay. This is a lot of talking. Let's go. I'm out of here. Harmony will do what they do, take everything literally, and they will go ahead and just draw this line that you've seen before back into existence. And that line will begin to shimmer and shake and crackle as this small portal opens up.
Are
You
we gonna see
before
the
you-
Vernon Vale? You said home.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You see before you the entrance of the cavern with your mounts and the abandoned campsite and the wagon. Before you,
Isn't your wolf like at the top of the?
Now he whistles as she starts to walk through, and Looper apparates next to her.
Mara turns
Alright,
to
so Andy.
Harmony. Can I have a hug for the road?
They will look at you and just.
What's a hug?
Your people are unhealthily obsessed with physical contact.
No, just me.
You very
Everyone in the party
awkwardly do
nods
that.
to that.
That side hug that you don't really want to give people, and again, it's again very awkward as they have to squat down and kind of awkwardly, and then they'll just kind of pat you once on the head and then get back up and stretch themselves back to their full height.
I'll miss you. Come visit whenever you want.
There is silence.
Another question: are these things like kind of like amoebas? Is that kind of like in general, like when they're not in their kind of human-like bipedal
Kind of.
form?
Yeah, they're kind of just blobby. Yeah, they're kind of just they kind of take whatever form they want to take.
Just blob.
Okay.
yeah, like Harmony is very deliberately taken as close of a humanoid form as they can, but seeing them in the vision, they're very kind of flubber. A flubber. That's basically what they are. Just big, translucent flubber.
I'm seeing like in humanoid form, like big Steven Spielberg, like alien style, and then when it's like the view of like them together, it's more like shoot, the Abyss, where it's that liquid.
Kind of that vibe, yeah, kind of that vibe. Although they do have like their own forms. Yeah. So one by one, you can go ahead and step through the portal. You find yourselves back now outside. The sun has set, although it doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be too late in terms of what time it is. However, y'all are probably all exhausted. But yeah, the sun has set. Your mounts are there and fine. Lupa obviously is just fine as well, as you've now blinked her to your side. The campsite seems untouched since you last were here. Unless there's any other business, you can go ahead and get yourselves ready to head back to Scythia.
Well, Naui is like back already.
Are we not camping here?
I didn't think so.
Oh.
You said no.
You said
Not
that you wanted.
inside.
Well,
To
now
go back. And
now
that
he said
surprised
that
me.
they wanted their stuff, which I think we left outside the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Now he points in Shakespeare. I
No, I say we go back.
oh, okay. And stops putting up tents.
No, we just never.
No,
going
it's just
to
I
sleep.
just wanted to sleep.
How far is it?
Yeah, how many hours away was it?
We
It
had
was a couple-
mounts.
Yeah, it wasn't too far away.
Are the mounts still there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
All right. Cool.
Definitely
Yeah,
a
how-
strange
Mara's
collection
like,
of mounts, but then
I don't know if the cultists are coming back or anything, so I'd rather be behind castle walls
Oh, right.
before we
inside.
sleep.
Right.
I was like,
I mean, I was gonna sleep inside, but okay. And she.
Because I don't think any of us are able to
Emotionally
take a
prepared.
watch.
Now he gets up on Lupa and is like, "Alright, let's
I
go."
guess.
all right.
Or we'll walk up to the little sparrow-esque phoenix that is his mount that can't fly yet, and go. All right, girl.
You're a chocobo.
Greta?
You're chocobo.
You chocobo.
My chocobo. Yeah, exactly. All right, Greta. Are you ready to go, lass?
Correct.
Can I have did you guys take any of the cultist stuff from the Hydra's body, or just
There
the
was
Hydra stuff?
there was nothing.
There was part of a robe and a shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there weren't any like type of bone or skull or anything.
No,
There was
the Hydra's body is acid.
Yeah, I specifically
Its blood
looked
was-
for things like
Oh, okay.
distinguishing things, and there was nothing. It was all it was super corrosive.
Mara would go,
And then you.
besides Darwin and Naui need a bath. Because they smell like worm.
So do you. You were splash zone.
She did not put it on her. She just handed it
Oh,
to you guys.
worm. I thought you were sorry. I was
Worm.
I was thinking the Hydra splash damage. Like, how dare
No.
you? Also, this is
smell
what
like
Darwin's
worm.
going to smell like because it's on her gloves that she wears all the time. So get used
Is
to
it a bad smell?
It's
I
not
don't
really
have,
wormy
I don't have
smell.
prestidigitation,
It's not-
so
it's not
I wouldn't
great.
think it would be bad. I mean, is it bad?
We're talking.
I mean, not for
we're talking when we're
Jacaranda.
riding back, right? Just so you're aware.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yes, this is on the
Yeah,
way.
oh,
Yeah.
Walking
No.
and talking.
We're not just standing outside.
Yeah, riding and talking.
We're
And yes,
not doing a Michigan goodbye in front of a cave, like talking for 40
Yeah.
minutes.
Michigan goodbye.
All
It's,
right.
it's a whole thing.
Oh no, I call it a Midwestern goodbye.
Oh.
Okay. So, one, the worm
longest
secretion
number.
does indeed stink. It's not pleasant. It's secretion. It's basically their waste product. It's pretty gross. But yeah,
Great. I hope no one tuned in just now.
me neither. The ride back is relatively uneventful. It's quite nice to be back under an actual sky with better air, bigger creatures around you. You arrive back through the gates of Scythia. The nightlife's a little more lively than usual at this point. You do hear some drinking, some cheering, some jovial attitudes as you get your mounts sorted, step through, and unless there's anywhere else you wanted to go, you can continue straight through to the castle.
Bed.
I just also wanted to clarify that my mount is an orchid mantis. So yes, you guys you guys got the like pink, white, pretty, but yeah, orchid mantis.
Hell yeah.
Cute.
Love.
A giant orchid mantis then? Like massive? Like ew, bud.
Yeah. It's a big bug, yeah.
Enough for me to be able to use as a mount, yes.
Yeah, it's a big bug.
Very.
They don't really look like bugs, though. I had to Google what it looked like.
They're pretty.
It
They are
kind of
pretty.
looks more like flower petals than bug.
Mhm.
That is acceptable. That is
So
the
it's kind of
acceptable
like
kind of bug.
it's kind of like a katydid riding on like another katydid.
Kind of,
Like,
yeah.
the twig riding on
Yeah.
the flower. That's cool.
Mhm.
That's cool. I dig it.
You continue on through, and the castle is relatively quiet. The same guards that are posted, and they're beginning to recognize you now, so there is some respectful kind of nods and bows headed your way. The rest of the building seems relatively normal, relatively empty. No sign of any of the royal advisors or the queen as you step through.
People asked for Naui to come inside. Naui's like, do you need
No.
me for...
Mara would say, "Now see you in the morning." Jack
Now we,
Miranda,
like-
also you.
Naui like goes off then. Naui has no business here. She goes back to the campsite she's been using near the castle.
Wait, Down would take you aside because you showed up exhausted and you were exhausted. We all acknowledge that you were exhausted and say, please get some rest tonight. Don't do whatever you were doing last night.
I don't need to do it again. I'm happy you'll be inside of a bed.
Me too.
It's very good. It's great.
It's good, it's great.
Now he's all upset because we didn't sleep outside and give you your thing. But Mara is like, pulls aside a maid. Can I get a bath, please?
There are baths already inside your
Oh,
inside
right,
your
right,
rooms.
right.
We got the
not,
luxury
uh,
suite.
Yeah, these are not the same rooms
Right.
you originally.
Oh,
Not that
thank
now
God.
we're not
Not
in
the
jail.
glorified prison cells. Yeah.
No, you're
I'm
in the,
so
you're in the
glad no
nice
one told
guest
Mara that.
You're in the nice guest rooms. There's like, you know, a dresser. There's washing areas. There's a nice big fluffy double bed. Like it's the proper guest rooms, not the holding areas you were in before.
Oh, we have
Are Eridan's
personal
orchids
baths.
still alive?
We were gone for a day.
Yeah, they were long.
Just wanted to make sure we weren't in some kind of time bubble.
No, that's
That
the
question was
library.
asked.
You are good. Unless there is any other business that anyone would like to attend to, you can go ahead and take a long rest.
Oh
rest.
my god.
Jacaranda would see Naui
The longest rest.
half put up a tent and then just like fall asleep on top of it.
Mara's like sleeping in. It's gonna be like noon before she crawls out of bed.
Oh, this is gonna be the first time
Jacaranda will
everybody wakes up like
try.
Jotra.
Jacaranda will try to finish putting up a tent, but she has never done so in her life. So we'll see how that goes.
For some reason, I just had the image in my head, right? So this is how it plays out in my mind. This isn't canon, but this is how it played out in my mind. now he has put some of the supports in on like one half of the tent, has put the pole down and then fallen asleep on top. You look and you just kind of grab one side, grab the other, and then just stick yourself out and just
Yes.
No, I think that might be canon.
Yep.
It's like
That has to happen.
I'm the tent now.
Just holding the two sides over Naomi as she sleeps.
that's just how it came into my head. That's just how I pictured it.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it.
That's
so cute.
canon. No, I got nothing else. Now you'll find like a stream in the morning and go like skinny dip and like wash off. She's not gonna go take a real bath. We all know that.
Yeah.
Full feral.
All right. The night's rest is easy and most certainly welcome. Some of you may sleep in or not, as habit may take over some of you. You can get washed, you can get yourselves eaten, and
What are we getting
Get
eaten
yourself-
by?
get yourselves fed, not get yourselves eaten.
You say we're making it
I
gay.
was like, oh, do they?
I
have
was
that
like,
kind of
wait, were we talking
amenities
about
out there?
Mara and Aridin? What?
Oh my god!
Woo!
Is this are we 18 plus?
All right, I'm tapping out.
It's real time.
All right,
Fade to
kids,
black,
time to
fade
go
to
to
black,
bed.
fade to black.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
Those Freudian slips, baby.
You can get some food for yourself
Did Adam die?
for breakfast.
Wait, could you
Just-
say? Could you? What do you call the first meal of the day? Just one more time.
I just went for breakfast.
Okay. Thank you.
And one of the four of you.
Rochelle, are you crying?
Okay.
Ray's like, wake up, you're all in the ninth level of hell. Goodbye, good night, good night.
Welcome to Avernus.
Sorry, Ray, weave your magical tale. You were saying something. Oh, is everything okay?
Are there sirens?
Just play noises. Sorry about that.
So,
Yeah.
at breakfast, Mara would tell Orin, we need to go get our swords. They're gonna be flaming.
That mess aside.
Yeah, what you got, Ray?
Yes, Dawn, there is someone at the door that greets you, just as you're about to leave, that basically will inform you that Her Highness would like to speak with you at some point today. Not a particular time, just at some point, just to get a rundown of the situation that she is aware of with the favor. Before or after you see Carter, either or.
Is how Dawn this?
It's just me?
Oh.
It's just you. They came to your door and just assume that you will give the
Oh,
message.
okay. I was like,
He rolled a d4 of everybody who is inside.
got it,
Yes.
got it.
I
Yeah,
was
so
like,
then,
who is this guard going to pester?
well,
It's gonna be Dawn.
it's going to be Dawn, and I feel like the guard, anytime anyone's seen Dawn, it's been like early in the morning. The guard knocks on the door at like 8 o'clock, and she opens the door. Her hair is down her bun. It's just like disheveled. Like she.
Did you take a shower? Did you take a bath before you go to bed? Like, is it like wet bed head? Like, just like crazy?
Absolutely not. She's still like, you know when you come home from a long day and you just go into the bed?
Okay.
There was that. Like,
And her cats are across the room because she still smells.
oh no. The cats are they're used to gross poultice smells. Are you kidding me? They're like all up in their business. I'm covered in
Immune.
cat fur that isn't even my own fur. But she's just going to hold up one finger. Thank you for the message. I'll pass it along. I will just require, and just closes the door, like mid sentence.
Oh my god, so good.
And then takes a bath and meets up with the team wherever they are. I think I just knock on every door
And
where
wait.
I know people are at.
Okay, so that actually plays in perfectly to what in the aftermath of like what we were just all laughing about was that someone opens Mara's door but then two heads pop up like that one vine.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Knock on the door and I just open it. And I go, oh, I see you had a bath last night. And we need to meet with the queen before or after we meet with Carta. I'll go pass the message on. And then I just close the door.
It's too early for this shit.
Can I hear that? Can I?
The doors aren't particularly thick.
Orin will already be downstairs when you get downstairs.
I think Aridin like tries to say something, but it's just kind of like a and like rolls over and takes the blankets with her.
Oh, so me in real life. Got it.
Just
Feel seen. But no, actually, contrary to real life, Orin would actually have already been up, but he is sitting there with a mug of coffee like, I understand why Jojo loves this shit.
Wait, a very
No.
important question. Is it a halfling-sized cup or is it a human-sized cup?
No, it's a human-sized cup.
Perfection.
Now we probably also be inside. Now he also gets up in the sun.
Dawn
So-
made an exception.
I can't imagine getting like 4 hours sleep after all of that and just being like, oh well, I'm up now.
Yeah, no.
But the sun is out.
Yeah. Now and Jack kind of like, how you wake? And the sun's up. It's time. That's when.
Because
you
I
wake
don't.
up.
I don't even
That's-
actually sleep. I'm just awake.
That's
Whatever.
how Orin is too. I mean, he's a tree worshipping monk. He rises with the sun, but he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Like it's ingrained in him. He's not a fan.
It's like built into your biological clock, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean you're happy about it. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think now
I
he's
would
not.
just be. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I would be following you if you went inside. Then. Okay, we're going inside.
I'll get the tint lit up, and after my bath, I'll go inside. Probably.
So Tawan
like,
knocks on everyone's door and there's
not
no
dried
one
off.
there.
I mean, yeah. If I'm knocking on like Orin's door, I wouldn't knock on Naui or Jacaranda's because that'd be me yelling out a window. Actually,
Yeah. I mean,
No,
you're
that
just
would go.
you're knocking on 3 doors.
Yeah.
2 have no answers, and then the other one you get Mara and Aridin.
Oh, is that like canon? Okay, I said it happened.
Oh
Got it,
yeah!
got it,
Oh
got
yeah!
it.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
said it,
yeah.
it happened.
You said it.
You
It
said
happened.
it.
Whoa,
if
you
you
can't-
said it, you
I
have to
just
say
can't
no.
take that
no,
back.
happened.
No, I just said that's
that
what I
happened,
pictured.
Everyone. Yeah, it's gay.
We can't retcon that. I ship that too hard. No.
Yeah, you can't just
Yes.
jokingly throw that out into the ether and say, "Oh wait, this is actually happening."
I
What's
don't know.
Queen wants to see.
I also ship it a lot, but I'm glad to know I'm not alone.
So Dewan comes downstairs.
Dawn
And now
comes
he's-
upstairs.
You said the queen. Now he's like, okay. And now he gets up to go see the queen.
No, I said
Immediately
after,
just-
before,
You
after.
said before.
Oh,
Before might be a good idea, actually.
I need
Oh.
to. We need to wait for. Mara and Aridin aren't ready yet.
Oh, I go back to sit down.
But I do agree that talking to the queen might be a better idea than talking to Kata first.
We
At
could talk
least,
to her. see what she thinks of the situation.
But we don't talk about our friend, and we don't talk about the things we saw.
Yes.
We just say we went down there and there was a Hydra, and it's
Hydra,
handled.
cultists, miners are gone. Everything's gone.
Okay.
That seemed very dark.
And I got that got super sad towards the end. I just,
Oh, I'm
Everything
sorry.
is gone.
I'm still in the process of waking up. I'm slightly still meditating, so I'm not quite all here.
So what Jacaranda's gonna do is walk around the whole area wherever we are and show the dandelion things. Like, this is a cup.
Oh my
I
god!
didn't know.
I forgot about the dandelion.
We took a bunch of plants too. We're wearing like flower crowns.
Oh shit!
We didn't find any on there, right? No. No. What,
So I'm just
what
like,
are
I
you
have
wearing
it,
on your
like-
head?
I'm like, so this is a
No,
cup.
Darwin left
I
it
didn't
behind in her
know
room.
what that was, so I'm showing you. And this is a stained glass window. Light comes through it. It's pretty cool. Just like,
This is
showing
the
it around.
indoors. It's different from being in a cave.
it's different but the same. Because you're inside.
Mara would turn to Eridan. So how are we going to explain to the queen that we know what is happening to the disappearing people?
We know what's happening to them, but do we know where they're going? Like, do we have a full answer? Like, is it something that we could wait until we get more of the how?
I would think that she'd want to give warning to people.
How do you warn?
But what would
against
we warn them of?
Only travel in groups.
Wait. This
Carry
is
a
very
big club.
important. Wait. Are Mara and Eridan still in bed while this discussion is
Oh,
happening,
right.
or did they
Yes.
come down? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Ran away.
Darwin said that the queen wants to see us. So she's like, well, we have to tell the queen about this, but how do I tell her without mentioning the other stuff? That I like took some peyote, had a dream, and this came to me? What?
Maybe that's something that we can wait on. I mean, there's really nothing to warn against. It seems to happen. There's no warning, and it's happening all over the place. You know. It might be better if we could figure out maybe the how and why. At least the how, so that there can be a warning.
Yes, maybe we can talk to Perhaps and see if he knows more, because when he watched the memory with us after that, him and Harmony had a staring contest, so we didn't get a chance to question it.
Yeah, I think that's that. I don't know. Both aren't good, you know. But it's
Well, I'm gonna go down. Do you need time to memorize your spells or whatever, however that spelly thing works that you do? She's like, I'm a bard. Shh, I just fall.
Oh, I guess I should probably. I didn't do that last night. Yeah, okay, I'll do that now. I'll be down in a moment.
Okay.
To my character sheet.
Mara heads down to breakfast with a little bit of swagger. Oh.
You look happy.
Shoot, I was muted. That was an in-character chuckle. From
I got to
Darwin.
sleep in my bed. Of course I'm
That's-
happy.
Of course, yes.
It was a long day yesterday.
Oh,
It was a very
Long.
Was it your
It
bed
was a long
that you slept in?
2 days.
Yep, it was my bed.
Oh, it was your bed. Oh, wasn't paying attention to the rooms.
Now it looks like kid confused at breakfast.
Well, What's all this contextual jokes that are now going
Well,
over my head?
I mean, I guess it's not Mara's real bed. Did you bring your bed from home, Mara? Is that what you mean?
Well, no, it's not that bad.
Oh, I think Dewan was confused.
It must have been.
Yeah, we need to go clear out the fort too, so I can have my own bed again
Yes.
instead of using the queen's bed.
The fort. What?
Yes, I got us a house.
Oh, were you there for that?
We just have to clear it out.
From what? What was it?
I was an old
Or-
fort.
Of like
It was an
like
old fort.
soldiers?
No,
Yeah.
there's like
Or
there's
there
like
abandoned
monsters
or
in it.
something?
There were monsters in it?
We don't know what's in it,
There's
but
something
it's
in
ours. If we go clear
Oh,
it out.
there's something in it now. There's still
it. Yes,
something in it.
there's someone is
Oh.
squatting currently, and we have to be politely ask them
Oh.
to leave, or if they need room, see if we have enough room for them to stay somewhere away from us.
Oh,
We can
how did you
politely
get
ask
this?
them to leave and then politely ask them to leave.
Yes.
We could hire them. We probably need some people to like watch it and stuff.
Well, that
Since we'll be out gallivanting, but that's a whole nother story.
That's true.
Unless I can convince the worms to come live with us.
once.
How did we get this place? Who?
We should. Are we? Wait,
Is
are we
it?
going to go talk to the queen? I think we could talk about our house later.
Okay.
Airden will come downstairs.
I thought Aaron was downstairs.
I
No.
use that to switch out some spells. I'm back now.
Ah,
Hello, it's me.
you also look happy.
I am.
I'm glad everyone's so happy this morning. This is good.
Your cheeks are a little bit more purple than normal, I think.
I think
Are
it's
you
from
glowing?
Airden, I think you slept in a bed.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought you looked nice.
Oh no,
I
no,
apologize.
no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm teasing. Does anyone want coffee, tea? You already all have that. Okay, I'll be back.
I like a jacaranda. Why is everyone being so weird that slept inside?
I don't know. Is this weird or is this like a normal thing people do?
I don't know. It feels weird. Yes. You've been with them longer. Is this weird?
I mean, they do a lot of things.
Maybe this is. I don't know.
Jacaranda, did you have soil this morning?
Did you have soil this morning?
I was.
That's all she knows that Jacaranda eats is soil. Come on.
Sunlight.
I was planted. I mean, I did take root. Yes, I did.
Okay.
And there was water, and the sun came up, and yep.
Really
It's
glad
good.
that our party is still really shit at small talk.
No, now he just wants to go talk to the queen so they can talk to Kata, so they can be done.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can go ahead and get
Well,
yourselves.
let's do that.
Yeah, you go ahead, get yourselves fed, sorted, ready to go, and eventually the small talk dies out, and you're not summoned, so you'll have to go ahead and head up there yourselves as you come in and as the throne room doors open up, you see, considering it's a nice day, it's a little bit brighter than it was before. The kind of light is just coming in and careening through the windows themselves. The room is empty, however. Very clean, but yeah, currently empty. As you step inside a little further, the doors close suddenly behind you. You hear this like twisting of a mechanical lock. So you hear it. You hear some footsteps. And then a confused pause as there's the tap of a metallic ringing against the ground. As from behind the throne comes around, you hear, well, you weren't exactly the intended target, but I suppose a rematch is in order.
Is this? Is
There is,
walk out not the queen?
there is a wrinkled a wrinkled.
I knew we should have went
smile.
Cicada first so I could have had my sword.
Wait, is this Valerki?
There is a wrinkled, sly smile, as dropping to the ground are the similar blue silver orbs you've already seen. In full battle attire, wielding their blade is indeed Matrona Valerki.
I throw my spear. Because they were gonna fight the queen, and I can't have that.
Bonus action, Sia's touch on the extended shield, quarterstaff.
As you go ahead and kind of lift your spear up, and you throw it, and the camera kind of slows down as the missile begins to sail through the air. That's where we'll wrap up the session.
Oh my god.
I did
Oh
roll.
my
I'll remember my
God.
number for next time.
Yes, please do. Please do.
I will write it down. I don't know
Are
what
we
you thought would
rolling
happen.
initiative right now?
Oh no, I rolled to throw my spear. I don't know what cinematic will happen.
Oh, okay.
But if this person broke into the queen's throne room to try and assassinate her, now he is. I cannot trust
yeah.
enough that this girl is hands first and questions later.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then the rest of
That-
the party is like, this bitch again.
And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Mara,
Beautiful.
Mara is sending to the queen.
That's an action. That's probably better.
Are you okay?
Yeah, we can
If
go
so,
ahead and resolve.
Someone
that.
has taken over your throne room. It's
Yeah.
the Lunaceritas.
There's some bitch on your throne. Like, I don't know who this is, but yeah, we can resolve all of
Episode
those
50!
actions, at the beginning of episode 50.
Episode 50.
Which is it next week?
In
right?
2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
Yes.
In 2 weeks.
Yes.
Guess what, everyone? I have a special surprise. That's also my birthday. 26.
The 26th.
Note
Only
to self-
stream.
Note to self: do not kill Austin's character.
Plot armor!
Ray, if you kill Nawi, I'm gonna have to come find you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's,
I would die for
I
Nawi.
get that.
Listen, I can't trust
We
enough,
will-
y'all, that Naui is nigh unkillable. She's so okay.
Hey, right, so I posed it to the group. I'm like, okay, it's episode 50, what's happening? And everyone just goes, rematch.
We want to kill Valerki.
Wait. Me,
Rematch
the
and
newest
gay.
member.
No,
I
I
do
didn't
not
know
remember
entire
that.
time.
Well, no, there was gay stuff and rematch.
Yeah, I-
That's were the
gay
two
and
things.
Me, the newest member. I don't know. Gay stuff could be cool. What does everyone else want? Fight. Okay, I guess we're gonna gay fight. I don't know.
To be fair, I also said gay stuff. So
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
homoerotic
I
sword
missed
fighting.
the whole
I-
conversation when
We-
this happened.
We touched on that already. We touched on the gay stuff early.
Now we still has a
Hashtag-
pillow to give. Okay.
Yeah.
hashtag Meriden.
Hashtag
Indeed.
Meredith.
Hashtag Meriden. I
Alright.
ship it.
We will be back then, not next week, but the week after, the 26th, where we will be back with episode 50. And we'll continue and find out what exactly is going to happen next, huh? With that, we'll go ahead and do a quick round the horn and just let people plug what they want to plug real quick. Gonna start with Rochelle.
Hi, I'm Dragon Gem. I stream on my own channel on Sundays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. This Saturday and Sunday coming up, I'm going to be part of a big charity weekend event that starts Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. On Saturday and Sunday, I play at 3 p.m. Eastern Time over on twitch.tv/ddnd Jordan Lee. I'll be playing Pirate Honey Heist for one game,
Aw.
and then D&D for the
Yes.
second game. So yeah, we're gonna raise money for Color of Change, which is a great organization to help people of color. That's all I got for now. That was a lot.
Sweet. Adam.
Hello, I'm Adam. You can catch me on the interwebs at Adam Hardy VO. I do the post-production for Mine and the Martyr, so if you want to catch up and find out who Valerki is and all of that good stuff, check out the Friends Who Roll Dice YouTube channel. You can also check out our podcast at Mine and the Martyr. We're on pretty much everything: Apple, Google Play, Spotify, Anchor. And speaking of podcasts, my wife and I just started a brand new podcast called Awkwardly in Love. So if you'd like to listen to two nerds who are definitely in love and weird about it, discovered things like our first episode is all about the marriage bed, and we talk about how we went from kids in little twin beds to now we are in a giant king size bed, and it's like, oh, I love you, but don't touch me.
And it's also like
So,
probably half consumed by cats.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, like we have 3 cats. It's just cats are all over the place. So yeah, it's Awkwardly in Love. We are available on Breaker, Google Pocket Casts, excuse me, Radio Public, Spotify, and soon to be on Apple, but that takes a few weeks to actually register through. So we'll be there.
Sweet. Melissa.
I am so much geek on all of the things, and I'm here on Mondays.
One day you'll get to stream again, and it will be
Yes, one day.
One
Someday.
I hope
There you
so.
go. Check out Melissa's Twitch for that, and your store as well. Your store.
And yeah, it's on my Twitter. You'll see it if you see it.
Everybody
Go
go
check it
retweet
out.
it right now.
It's amazing.
Go.
Thank you.
Awesome. Cheers. Jesse.
Hello, I'm Jessie, Jahoos the Moose on the interwebs. I do art things. I'm here on Mondays doing this, and I feel like I'm jinxing things if I say any other day, so I'm not going to say any other day or any other thing that I do until it actually happens.
But so much excitement.
Listen. If you know, you know.
Oh gosh.
I'm not gonna say a thing. That's it. That's all I do for now. I do art things. I think I said that on Twitter. I finished a commission for Austin. Is this way? Yes, in the stream. If you want to check out what I do, they posted it on their Twitter. Moving on.
Speaking of Austin.
Oh, that's my sync up. Hey, I'm Austin. You can find me on Twitter at Sailor Scout Austin. That's at Sailor SCT Austin, because Scout's too long. I'm here on Monday. On Wednesdays, you can hear me on my podcast, Secret Histories of Nerd Mysteries. This upcoming week, we covered Discoveryland. For those that aren't in North America, Discoveryland was one of those arcade pizza play places for kids, but it was very large and very successful until it got taken out by a pizza rat, like all pizza arcades. So check me out there on Wednesday, wherever you get podcasts. And I'm on Utopia for Donuts and Duels some Saturdays. I will figure out when I always say some Saturdays, just go follow Utopia and subscribe, and when Utopia's streaming, watch. Sometimes it's me, and sometimes it's not, but every time it's good. That's it for now. Everything else is either wrapped up or hasn't been announced yet. Stay tuned on my Twitter for something this week. How about that?
Did you say what did you say? Discovery what?
Discoveryland.
We had
Zone.
Discovery Zone.
Zone. I said land, didn't I?
You said land, and I'm like,
It's Zone.
I'm like Discovery. I'm like, wait, I had flashbacks. I was like,
Yeah, it's
whoa,
Discovery Zone.
I
Discovery
did that when I
Zone.
was a kid.
Yeah, Discovery
Oh
Zone.
yeah,
did
so many
that
good
thing.
memories. So many good memories of
So good.
bad, like rash style injuries.
If you want to
Birthday, I
hear
have
about
pictures
the
of my birthday party.
history
Yeah.
of Discovery
Yeah.
Zone, check out the podcast.
I have
The
And remember,
podcast.
it's Discovery Zone, not land. I said land the whole podcast, and every time Brenda corrects me. Guess what? You can't stop me now, Brenda.
Brenda just leapt out of me.
Brenda channeled her. Austin's fucking up the name again.
I was like,
She's done it again. She's done it again.
But yeah, that's it for me. Follow me on Twitter. There's a pretty cool announcement coming this week.
Sweet. All right, and
Oh my gosh. Hey, howdy, hey, I'm Cole. You can find me at Cole Moriel on Twitter. You can also catch me here on Mondays playing Airden. And I don't even know how to sum up the mind of the Martyr anymore, I'll be honest to you. Like, it's just, it's chaos, and it's great. And I
We're
love everyone here.
Balloonitunes.
We're
Pretty much.
Balloonitunes. Good.
it's
And
certainly a thing.
it's it's happening here on Mondays. And on Tuesdays, I'm usually over on Rule of Floor playing on Into Deep. However, we are on a break. We should be back around sometime in September. I think you can check out their Twitter for that because I'm really bad with dates and time isn't real anymore. And then this Friday, you can catch me over on Beldrian's channel playing some Coriolis. And we're just chaos in space, and all the games that I'm in are just can be summed up with chaos. So that's that. And I have nope, that's it. There's things that aren't really announced yet, so stay tuned. I'd say keep an eye on my Twitter, but I think I tweet like once a month, so you'll see me when you see me.
Sweet. Please support all of these wonderful people and all of the projects they do. I'm Ray. I am your humble GM for the Mind of the Martyr. I do this every Monday in this strange but wonderful world. You can also find me on Fridays twice. You can find me on Polished Cryptid, where we do the Stygian Shroud, which is a Curse of Strahd sequel. We also do Tenebrous, as Cole has already mentioned. That's about it for me right now, actually. I'm not doing a whole lot at the minute. I'm looking for stuff and games to be involved in, specifically paid opportunities, and trying to get some writing out at some point. So that's just my goal. Everything is a little bit chaotic right now, but we'll manage. And you should definitely keep an eye on Friends Who Roll Dice, especially because the next couple of months are going to be very, very exciting. So there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. There's a whole bunch going on in the background that we're kind of sitting on that will slowly be announced over the next couple of months. Come September, we're going to be kicking it into high gear. So it's going to be super, super fun and exciting. So yeah. If you like cool people, if you like cool projects, go ahead and throw a follow down there. If you have a bit of spare income and you want to help out the channel, feel free to subscribe. We super appreciate everyone who comes along. There's a Discord server if you want to come out and hang. Yeah, with all the new leadership on board, there's so much on the way, and I'm so excited to see what's going to happen. And with that, we can go ahead and wrap up. There is a quick credit reel, and then we will go ahead and pass on the love that you have given us elsewhere. A big thank you again to our sponsors, Dice Envy, Grinding Coffee, and the wonderful Roll20. Thank you so much for chilling with us and watching. Keep safe, keep medicated, keep hydrated, and keep moving forwards. And we will see you very soon. Take care.